understand the Ramayana better, I'd also like to bring up a shlok mentioned in the Mahabharata, which is a very good representation of why we believe that Lord Ram was born on this planet Earth, and it is related to Vishnu. So the shlok goes, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutanam adharmasya tadatmanam shrijamyaham. The meaning: whenever there's a decline in righteousness and an increase in sinfulness, O human, at that time I manifest myself on earth. And you hear this when you're growing up in our country. You hear this shlok a lot. When I heard it as a child, there was some aspect of that shlok that sank into my mind. What I have understood about this shlok is, one, in the history of our land, and therefore the history of earth as well in many ways, the divine descends upon earth and takes the form of something called an avatar, which is an extension of himself as the divine. So in this case, Vishnu takes the form of an avatar in the form of Shree Ram in order to cleanse the world of the evil that existed in the world. And that's
at that time, yes.
Yeah, the main adversary of Shree Ram is Ravan, who is understood to be the demon king. And I'm sorry, I'm already talking about Ravan at this point.
And okay, you brought this up, but it's an important point. Let's not frame the Ramayana as a Ram versus Ravan.
Okay.
In fact, we will see today that the first book, the Balakand, and the second book, Ayodhya Kand, Ravan plays no role at all.
Wow.
And Ram faces some extraordinary challenges of life. So this is about, like I said before, a great person overcoming the challenges of life. Whether it is Ravan or we will see Manthara or Kaikeyi, they are only creating the situations in which the reactions are to be seen. So, while we do look at translations, using words like demon king, etc., I think is not appropriate. Let's understand how Maharshi Valmiki has described these characters.
Before we move forward, I just want to say one last thing. I was talking about this shlok to a monk that I met through the show. And that monk mentioned something very interesting to me. He said that the shlok talks about the descent of God onto the earth in order to rid the earth of evil. But you can also understand it as evil and wrongdoings taking over your own mind. And once you reach a point of saturation with that evil or hopelessness, you call out to God and say, God, come help me. Which is the basic